Hey guys, it's Maddie, and today I wanted to do a book review for the book The Road to Jonestown, Jim Jones and People's Temple by Jeff Gunn. And I really wanted to read this book because, I don't know, it was like recently I was re-hearing Case Files 3-part podcast on Jonestown, and I really enjoyed it, so that's why I was just like re-listening to it or whatever. That's not even a word, but whatever. We'll just go with it. And I don't know. And then I just started rewatching like the Jonestown documentaries and everything, and I really enjoyed it. But I wanted to learn more information because as much as I did like the 3-part podcast, a lot of it was just information that I already knew about. I thought, why not just read the book on Jonestown, hoping there would be like more information that I didn't know before. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this book. It was very informative, and I learned a lot just about like Jim Jones' life, because they don't really, like in documentaries and stuff, they don't really go too much into his past. But what I really liked what the author did was split the book into 3 parts. So the first part was Indiana, where you got to know a little bit more information about his parents, and also just the way he grew up and how he was when he was little, and how he was like kind of like picked on a little bit in school, and it was just pretty odd one out, in his class. But and then also in Indiana is kind of where he started to grow his church. And then eventually the second part is in California when they moved to Redwood Valley, and there he gains a lot more influence, especially in San Francisco, where he helped the San Francisco mayor get elected. So it was really interesting. And then the third part was in Guyana, when eventually the whole thing happens in Jonestown. I really enjoyed this book a lot. I'm pretty sure most of you already know about Jonestown, how he led this church, but really it was just, I feel like it was mostly a front for socialism, for his case in particular. He just really wanted control, and this book really showed how he did it. And like I said, it was just very informative how he was able to grow his church to eventually to have as many people as he did in Jonestown, which was like over 900 people. And I don't know, I have to say, like I said, I really enjoyed this book. You get a lot more information about the individual members in People's Temple. Like I said, there was a lot of people, but in documentaries I mostly see like the same people being interviewed, obviously, and just kind of the same information. But in this book you really get to know other people in People's Temple, and especially like his inner circle. And I didn't know this before. I don't know how I didn't know this already, but I didn't know that he had 2 other biological children with 2 other women. I don't know how I missed that in the podcast. I don't even know if they said it. They probably did, or any documentaries, but I never knew about that. So that was pretty interesting to learn about. And yeah, the last part, in Guyana, it was really heartbreaking to read, because as much as like, I mean, I already know what's gonna happen. Like, what's gonna happen, and it's just, I don't know, for some reason reading it, it was just very, I wouldn't say, I didn't get emotional, but like I kind of felt a little bit emotional just because of how much people like try to fight back and everything, or try to like stand up to him, or just try to convince him not to do what he was gonna do, and just make everyone drink cyanide basically. It was crazy. And I don't know, I think the author did a really good job of portraying just how devastating it all was. So yeah, it was just, the whole book was really good. I ended up giving this book like a 4 out of 5. I thought it was very well done, very well researched. Yeah, it was just a lot of information that I didn't know about, like how he had a lot of political influence. So it was just very interesting to read. So I highly recommend it if you want to know more information about Jonestown. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a very fantastic day, and until next time, adieu.